News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. News 46 is also brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Look for news about their latest healthcare center opening soon in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine. News 46 is also brought to you by Red Apple Fireworks. You've never seen anything like it. Nevada's elite fireworks shopping experience. Red Apple Fireworks. News 46 is also brought to you by
Senior Dimensions is a Medicare Advantage plan with 25 years of experience in Nevada. Visit seniordimensions.com today and find out more.
Tonight on News 46, an alleged sex offender is taken off the streets.
And a female is arrested for suspected thefts at Wal-Mart.
And Memorial Day services are held to honor our nation's fallen. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, May 31st, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. Topping our news tonight, a suspected child molester has been arrested. 51-year-old Lewis Handy has been taken into custody.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office has issued an official press release regarding Lewis Robert Handy, age 51, of Pahrump. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies received information that Lewis Handy may be committing lewd acts against a 10-year-old juvenile in Pahrump. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and General Assignment detectives conducted an investigation and subsequently arrested Lewis Handy for the following alleged charges: lewdness with a child under the age of 14, abuse, neglect, and endangerment of a child. Handy was booked into the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center and is being held awaiting bail. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
20-year-old Heather Wallen was arrested on suspected burglary and other charges.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office has issued an official press release regarding 20-year-old Heather Wallen of Pahrump. On May 26th, Nye County Sheriff's Office Deputy Trumbull responded to Wal-Mart in Pahrump after a customer reported that someone had stolen her purse from inside her shopping cart. Deputy Trumbull conducted an investigation while reviewing the store's video surveillance footage, recognized Heather Wallen, age 20, of Pahrump, as the suspect. The investigation further revealed that Wallen left the store subsequently and entered Checker Auto Parts, where she dumped the victim's wallet in a restroom before leaving the area. The victim contacted Nye County Sheriff's Office the next day and reported that since the theft, several unauthorized charges had been made on her accounts, possibly through the use of her stolen credit cards. On May 27th, Nye County Sheriff's Office Deputy Trumbull, assisted by several other deputies, located and placed Wallen under arrest. The remaining credit cards were subsequently recovered and returned to the victim. Among the items found in Wallen's possessions was a cell phone reported stolen from an elderly female victim at Wal-Mart during a separate theft which had occurred last week under similar circumstances. Wallen was arrested and booked at the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center on the following alleged charges. She is being held in lieu of bail in the amount of $118,137. 6 counts of burglary, 3 counts of theft, obtain, and possess of credit cards without owner's consent, destroy and conceal evidence, among other charges. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
The VFW held their annual Memorial Day services at the Chief Tecopa Cemetery yesterday. Deanna O'Donnell reports.
We are here at the Chief Tecopa Cemetery where the VFW held a Memorial Day service.
Well, it's to commemorate and pay tribute to the fallen soldiers, Marines, Air Force, Vietnam, all the wars all the way through, and especially the Afghanistan and Iraq, which is still 2 of our fronts. And this is the day where you pay tribute to the fallen soldiers.
some of the speakers that we had today?
Paul Galaxia, I think it's a hard one to pronounce, but he gave a very good speech. The commander of American Legion, he reached back and told us a couple stories about fallen soldiers, and it almost brings a tear to your eye when you listen to stuff like this.
I know that we also had a mention of SEAL Team 6.
Well, they sure did their job, didn't they? And without any of them getting injured or harmed, and they all came back home. We'll never see their faces, I hope, but congratulations on a job well done. That goes with the SEALs that took out those pirates out in the Mediterranean, too. They did a good job.
You guys really keep track on this and very proud of them, aren't you?
Oh, you bet. We're proud of all of our soldiers. And every one of them did a wonderful job in all the wars, and to commemorate them is an honor.
I know that we had Gunny Arnst up there speaking a little bit about what Memorial Day is, and that's the actual order, isn't it?
That is the order from General Logan on saying this is going to be Memorial Day.
Headquarters, Grand Army of the Republic, Washington, D.C., May 5th, 1868. General Order Number 11. 1. The 30th day of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion.
And I believe it was 1966 they took it away from the first Monday, and it's always on the 30th of May.
Yeah.
So they're adherent to the order from General Logan.
There you go. And some of us placing the flowers and the flag next to our statue there.
That is just the VFW Memorial. This is made out from our national commander in Kansas City, Missouri. And it's just a way of the officers of the VFW saying how they feel for the fallen soldiers.
To see the Memorial Day services in their entirety, go to KPVM-TV's website.
And for the past 4 years, the Pahrump Senior Center has held a flag retirement ceremony to kick off the Memorial Day weekend.
I'm here at the Pahrump Senior Center where we had a flag retirement ceremony. We're going to speak to Don McIntosh.
We've initiated this 4 years ago, and like I said, this is our 4th year. And we invite the ceremonial squad from the VFW here, the local one at 10,054, to perform the service for us. And we want to continue this year after year, and it's just meaningful. We do it right before Memorial Day because we're trying to emphasize again the meaning of Memorial Day, the thousands and thousands of troops that we have lost in different wars. It's amazing once you put all the figures together how many men and women we have lost throughout all these wars. And now we're into two that I can count, maybe more wars, and it's unfortunate. And so much patriotism is lacking anymore throughout the country.
You spoke a little bit about that. Do you think that too much emphasis is put on the Memorial Day barbecues and get-togethers and vacations more than these actual services?
Well, it's true, and it's great that we have this 3-day weekend. Everybody should go out and have fun. Families, gathering together, friends gathering together, what have you. Yes, enjoy it, but don't forget the meaning of it. It is in honor of the troops, and I think I failed to mention in the little brief speech I gave today about the ones that are still missing in action. Some of these folks, these ladies, husbands, widows, they don't even know where their loved ones' remains are. They have no knowledge of where they're at.
We seem to remember our veterans more than most, I think.
Oh, yes, and on different occasions, individuals, we'll talk about music and this and that. People will say, what's your favorite song? And I know people may find this very strange. My favorite song is the Star Spangled Banner. And I remember growing up as a kid, we had an entertainer on TV, and her name was Kate Smith. That woman can sing the patriotic songs like no other vocalist in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And God Bless America, so on and so forth. If you ever want to hear good patriotic music, try to obtain a CD or DVD, whatever, from or produced by Kate Smith, and I think you'll find it very enjoyable.
Coming up, getting your business license may get a little easier.
And we will be continuing our conversation with the newly appointed Judge Wanker.
We'll have all this and more right after the break. Please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. News 46 is also brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Look for news about their latest healthcare center opening soon in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine. News 46 is also brought to you by Red Apple Fireworks. You've never seen anything like it. Nevada's elite fireworks shopping experience. Red Apple Fireworks.
Welcome back to News 46. We continue our conversation with our new district court judge, Kimberly Wanker, who was appointed by Governor Sandoval to replace the vacated seat by Judge John P. Davis, who succumbed to cancer last January.
Yes, divorce cases, obviously interested in juvenile diversion. I believe that if it's a nonviolent offense and it's a first time, that we don't need to have permanent records on our children. But I do expect people to be accountable and responsible.
And that's something that you're looking forward to, especially for the juveniles, that they can try to make up for what they've done, especially if they seem that they are regretful of something.
Yes, if they're remorseful, I think that they need to give back to the community. I think they need to apologize to the victim. And like I said, the first time, I think the juvenile diversion program is a great idea, but we expect you to be accountable and responsible. And if you're there the second time, there will be no diversion.
Exactly. And that is something that you really want to instill, is also community service with these kids if they do things.
Yes, I do. In fact, I'm so impressed by the new community garden here. We have a no-kill animal shelter. So I think that there is some opportunities to give back to the community, and I think it's a win-win for both the community and for the juvenile.
And so tell me a little bit about what you would like to do for the electronic filing.
I currently have active law licenses in 3 states, Colorado, Nevada, and Arizona. And in Clark County, for example, a lawyer can't go and file a piece of paper. It's all done electronically. And given the size of this district, I would like to see the institution of electronic filing. It would save money and time for the parties in the case and for the attorneys.
And what about representing yourself?
I think an individual, if they feel that they are competent, should represent themselves. I would like to make some of the more simple matters, for example, like uncontested divorces, I'd like to make that available, some forms available so that individuals could fill those out and we could get that process done very quickly.
Because there is divorces that can be done extremely quickly and extremely easily, like you're saying, uncontested, where a person just simply needs to file the paperwork.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it would be nice to have forms available that those individuals could simply do that. Fill those forms out, turn them into the clerk's office, and we could process that very quickly.
Is there anything else that you would like to do in the future?
I'd like to see, in particular, divorce mediation, a mediation program. I think oftentimes people get caught up in the moment, and really a marriage is a contract, and a divorce is the unwinding of that contract. So I think that sometimes when a third party can come in and try to remove those emotions from each side and explain to each side what the costs are, what really they aren't going to accomplish anything by fighting, that I think it would expedite the process.
The Pahrump Town Board is looking to combine 2 ordinances into one to make getting a business license easier.
Let's talk about getting rid of our local business license and just going with state license.
Well, yeah, and that got shut down by the town board, which it rightfully should, because we need to know what businesses are legally in Pahrump. And we also need to start attacking those that do not have their business license. And actually today at 10:30, myself and Mr. Balakwe are sitting down with Mr. Coonsey, District Attorney Mr. Coonsey, to talk to him about enforcement of these actual ordinances.
And how many businesses right now do we have that have licensing?
We have 2,003 as of May 1st, 2011.
And we have somewhere up to 30,000 listed as businesses, don't we? That like through the chamber, I can't remember where they're coming from, that we have a lot of businesses here.
I don't know if it's 30,000. I think it's more like around 3,000, 3,500. But yeah, we need to get all those ones that are out there that are not licensed, that are doing business where they shouldn't be and competing against those that are following the rules. We need to get them to follow the rules, especially all the Las Vegas realtors that come into Pahrump, sell homes, all those businesses, all those realtors in Las Vegas that come into Pahrump and sell homes, they need to be licensed in Pahrump. And that's actually part of their state licensing, that they be licensed in every community they work in.
I know that amongst realtors, that's something that gets them upset when they see properties that have a Las Vegas company sign on them.
Exactly. I just met with a gentleman the other day. I won't mention his name because he's a realtor in town. But he said it's a problem. We got all these Las Vegas people coming over here, and they don't have licensing. And I said, well, we are starting to attack that issue. We are being proactive and not reactive. And again, I told him that we had the meeting with Brian Coonsey set for today at 10:30. We're going to attack this. We're going to make this extremely fair for the businesses in Pahrump.
What about home businesses or people who sell things through computers at their home?
Well, they still need to have a business license. However, we have what is called an exempt license. If they make less than a certain amount every year, then they don't have to get a license. They still have to fill out that little paperwork, but then they're covered under the state.
Will that be a different type of license if you don't actually have customers that come in or traffic?
No, business license is a business license.
And for more information, people can come to this June 2nd meeting?
Yeah, that's the next one will be June 2nd, and that's a Thursday, and then it will be the following Tuesday, the next week, and then the week after that it'll be that Thursday. So I believe it's like the 2nd, 7th, and 16th, all at noon at the chamber offices.
On April 7th, 67-year-old Elmer Ed Sterrett passed as a result of heart failure. A memorial service will be held this week in honor of the man whom many people knew from the internet provider business he and his wife own, Ezznet, here in Pahrump. His wife, Jody, invites the public to his service.
In loving memory, great appreciation, and forever remembrance of a great husband, father, and friend, Elmer Ed Sterrett, 67, who left behind not only family but many friends, passed away April 7th of 2011. Born in Indianapolis, Indiana, his life carried him through many adventures, including service in the Marine Corps, life partnership, fatherhood, and a love for life that could not be matched by many. Though he ran track in high school, life did not send him any hurdles he would not try. We will all miss him very much and always have a piece of his happiness in our hearts. A memorial service will be held this Thursday, June 2nd, 2011 at 1 p.m. at the Moose Lodge. For directions, you can call 727-6465. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
He was a great guy.
He was a very nice man. I met him a few times.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, switching gears to a lighter note, did you have a great Memorial Day weekend?
You know, it was very nice, and we actually had some people out because Vern painted the station, so it got a facelift. But the wind was a little bit of a challenge. We
Indeed.
couldn't get everything done that we wanted to do.
Absolutely, yeah. No, and unfortunately, the wind hasn't changed, nor is it going to. We got a lot of wind coming up, and the temperatures just can't seem to break the triple-digit barrier. I know not very many people are complaining, but I want to swim in my pool.
Was it Sunday that we were freezing? Like
Yeah,
it just, like you said, it was going to drop,
nice
and it
20-degree drop over one day.
Our California friends were really surprised. They said, your weather is crazy here.
Yeah, no, it's same thing with my folks back east. I was telling them, it's freezing here. They're like, it's like summer. But yeah, no triple-digit break this week, at least not in the next 7 days. And we'll have a look at that full 7-day forecast right after this break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather. We have a red flag warning in effect. It's going to remain in effect from 11 a.m. today through 8 p.m. tomorrow. Now, we got winds coming out of the southwest, 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts in excess of 45 miles per hour. That in combination with the low humidity, which is going to drop below 10% for most of the time period, is going to make it extremely risky for fire. Any fire that does get started may spread very quickly, very dangerous situation to be in. Looking at today, we had partly cloudy skies, a high of 88 degrees, winds out of the south 10 miles per hour, gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. Pressure dropping a little bit for us, 29.97. UV index is 9, which is very high. Sunrise is at 5:28 a.m. and our record was 104 degrees back in 2002. Looking at tomorrow, or tonight rather, partly cloudy skies yet again, a low of 63, winds out of the south-southwest of 14 miles per hour, gusts upwards of 31 miles per hour expected all night long. Very breezy evening for everyone. Sunset will be at 7:55 p.m. and our record low 47 degrees back in 1968. Now tomorrow, 87 for the high with 58 for the low. Winds out of the south-southwest at 19 miles per hour, but we are going to see very windy day, gusts upwards of 46 miles per hour. 9 for the UV index, very high. Want to make sure you're wearing sunscreen, a hat, something like that when you're out there. Sunrise will be at 5:28 a.m. Looking at our 7-day forecast, Wednesday, 31 mile per hour gusts expected, high of 78, a low of 47. Thursday, 38 mile per hour gusts, a high of 80 and a low of 57. Friday, cloudy skies, looking at maybe a 20% chance of rain rolling in there. Gusty, very windy, 50 mile per hour gusts expected, a high of 79 and an overnight low of 55. Saturday, 60 mile per hour gusts. Those of you who were making plans last weekend but canceled them because of all the really bad wind, you're going to need to cancel them again because the wind's not going anywhere. 83 for the high, 56 for the low. Sunday, looking at 38 mile per hour gusts with 81 for the high and 55 for the overnight low. Monday, starting off next week strong, 21 mile per hour gusts, nice and light compared to the winds we've been having, but also the hottest day in our 7-day forecast with 93 for the high and 66 for the overnight low. Our worst weather in the nation today is Archer, West Virginia, as the heat wave persists.
Well, my goodness gracious, and a press release has been issued by the Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. A burn moratorium will begin this Saturday, June 4th. The last day to do a legal controlled burn will be on this Friday, June 3rd. So for more information, call 751-4000. So you are right.
That's right. And a 2.5-year-old female boxer mix that was lost in the area of Dandelion last week has been found. And Mary, the owner, wanted to say thank you to all the media that helped her find her dog.
And she was such a sweet dog because she ended up all the way up here at the station. And so we took her in and, you know, with all the reports and everything, she was able to find her. And I called her today. She said, yes, we got her, thank you. But it's a really sweet dog, so we're so glad that her owners did find her.
Excellent.
The Pahrump Valley High School is asking the public to help sponsor a chair for the graduation ceremony. They are $10 per chair, and any person or business can sponsor as many as you would like. For information, call 727-7908.
And folks, that being said, is going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
From everyone up here on the Hill, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night.